Yeah, good morning, guys. Mine happened to our friends in the Philippines. Guys, no music today, unfortunately, but let's get straight into this, shall we? The Bohovel friends. Where have they disappeared? Because they did have friends at one time until they sussed them out. But we've picked out a few, guys, to give you some kind of comparison of how Bossog's friends, Maricel's friends, live. And how the Bohovel clan live. That's what this video is all about, guys. So, first up, guys, on the screen, Sandy and Jeff's house. Now, something is very, very noticeable here. What you will notice is how clean and tidy the approach to this house is. There's no trash. There's no garbage. There's no hose pipes or wires hanging out. It's absolutely beautiful. Sandy and Jeff obviously have standards. And even if you go inside, guys, inside the house here, modern furniture, a great layout, well decorated. What I would call a Western style house. And any wife, Filipina, would love that. It's what they hope for, and there's nothing wrong with that. And Jeff has provided. He's been responsible before he's taken the plunge to go into the Philippines. He's made sure that he can provide a home for his wife and his family. If you take a look at that top picture, how neatly manicured the surroundings of the house are, it's an absolutely fine example of what a Westerner, and some Filipinos as well, guys, but what a Westerner brings to the table. That's Sandy and Jeff's house, guys. Obviously, responsible people. Next up, guys, we have Scott and Girties' house. You might remember Scott and Girtie from their wedding, which Bossog attended in his work clothes, his wedding outfit. We've posted many pictures of that. But Scott and Girtie's house, guys, it was damaged during the typhoon, but the roof has been repaired, fully painted the outside, and again, I'll say this again, Scott was obviously a responsible foreigner, a responsible expat who came to the Philippines and made sure he had the backup, he had the finance. He was financially secure that he could come to the Philippines, provide a house for his family. And there it is up on the screen. If you look inside the house, guys, what Westerner wouldn't be proud to have a kitchen like that? Absolutely immaculate, well laid out, and well decorated, guys. All modern amenities. That's Scott and Girtie's kitchen. Move on, guys, to the next one, and what we have here, still in the kitchen, guys. Couple of things to notice at Scott and Girtie's house. On the left-hand side, guys, bottom left-hand corner, obviously Girtie's been doing some cooking. And the first thing you see is how clean that cooker is. You'll also see, guys, the strawberry flan that she's made. Presentation again. She's been doing some cooking and made a video. Presentation. Now, it's one of the reasons I think why Maricel at the Ratstead failed. Because if you look at Maricel's cooker, it was absolutely deplorable. Presentation was absolutely deplorable. And that's how she failed. And this is how you do it. Look at the presentation. Look at the cleanliness of this house here. Scott and Girtie's house. And I'll say it again, guys. Obviously, These people have standards. They know how to live, and they want to live their life to a standard. And there it is up on the screen. For the next one, guys, let's take a look, guys, at Monina from Crazy Monina's channel. Not quite sure whether Crazy Monina could be classed as a friend of Boss Hog or Love. However, when John passed, God bless him, Boss Hog made a big hoo-ha of how he was good friends with John. I thought that was total BS, but that's another story. But again, guys, what you see on the screen is the house build. The house that John built for Monina. It's all finished off now, guys. It's to a good standard, as you can see. In fact, it's to a very good standard. But it is all finished off. And this is the finished art. Bottom two pictures, guys, inside of the Sari store that sits at the front of the house. Well stocked and well looked after. Top of the picture, guys, that building that's in progress is going to be for the karaoke business that's just going to open. And it's only with, I think, her husband John being a forward thinker, being responsible, being a stand-up person, that Monina is able to carry on, because John has provided for his family. He came to the Philippines, guys, just like Jeff and Scott. He came to the Philippines financially secure, and was able to build houses, buy land, and look after his wife and family. And another thing that they all have in common, Jeff, Scott, Monina, and sadly John, God bless him, one thing that they all had in common was the fact that on their YouTube channels and in their lives, they're not asking for anything. They're not begging and living on their wits. Their husbands were able to provide for them. Unlike, of course, the Bohovel clan. And with that in mind, guys, let's just go over and take a look at the Bohovel shithole. Yeah, guys, so on approach to this particular property, the Bohovel, this is what you are faced with. An absolute dump. Trash, garbage, very untidy, very unclean. It's an absolute eyesore. And for anyone who may be passing that house, the Bohovel, they will be forgiven for thinking that someone who lives there is poor. Little do they know that behind the door of that Bohovel lives a big fat foreigner. Yeah, they will be shocked to find out that a foreigner is living in squalor in the Philippines. Now, the previous properties we showed you guys were friends or acquaintances of Boss Hog and Love. And you've seen how they lived. And now what you see on the screen, guys, is the Bohovel. And boy, does it take some beating. If you take a look at this screenshot here, guys, top left hand corner, the kitchen. Well, top two pictures of the kitchen, absolute chaos, a total mess. Look at the kitchen at Girties. Look at the house of Sandy and Jeff compared to the chaos you are seeing on that screen. On the top right hand corner, guys, a freestanding cupboard, no fitted kitchen, no tiles on the floor, no tiles on the wall, and you can't see it, but there's no ceiling, and it's open to the elements. Bottom left hand corner, again, no tiles on the floor, no tiles on the wall. It's not exactly home from home. The door in the background, guys, a dog could crawl under the bottom of that door. It must be riddled with rats. The bottom right hand side, guys, Boss Hogg's studio, or Boss Hogg's office, whatever he wants to call it. No render on the walls. 5 years down the road, and no render on the walls. Not a drop of paint. Not a drop of paint on that hovel. No pride, no standards, unlike what we've showed you. And this is how the Bohovel clan live. Living like paupers. The other three people that we spoke about, Sandy and Jeff, Scott and Girty, John and Monina, those three expats were responsible. They went to the Philippines financially secure and looked after their families. Look at this lump of lard. Look what he's expecting his family to live in. Living from day to day, hand to mouth, living on their wits, e-begging constantly. Is that the actions of a responsible person? Boss Hogg is an irresponsible down and out, living in the Philippines. He puts his family into a situation of his own making because he won't take advice. He hasn't got a pot to piss in. He hasn't gone to the Philippines financially secure. He has put them in this position, and they are absolutely living in squalor. This person on the screen, guys, has many detractors, and I wonder why. Living like a pauper. And guys, there's only one conclusion to this video, and that is that Boss Hogg, a foreigner farmer in the Philippines, has failed. And Love, she thought she'd hit the jackpot. She thought she was going to live in luxury with her businessman foreigner, the successful ice cream seller, the 160 IQ man, and instead she's been saddled with a dud. She's 40 years old, and it looks like your life's finished, Love. It's never going to get any better. Top 1%, top 5% YouTuber. I think we can educate you on that. You never ever get out of the bottom 1%. Guys, living like pigs in a pigsty, the Bohovel clan. Till the next time, bye for now.